All right, once installed, we're going to go ahead and open Procore up and see some of the tools that we will discuss in the tutorial. So you will have to be able to sign in. If you haven't already signed in or created an account, make sure you do that and then let me know and I can get you access to the project. You will have to be added into each individual project that you're working on to be able to access these tools. So as you can see, my current active project is the Nova Nordis project. If we were trying to switch in between projects, you'll just click that down arrow and you'll see all the projects that you have access to. This opens up your dashboard, and on the dashboard you'll see a number of tools that you have access to. The tools that I'm going to highlight that I think are going to be most beneficial for our use, especially for our field techs, will be the camera tool, the daily log, drawings, and documents. The first tool that I'd like to go over would be the daily log. I feel like this will be the most beneficial tool for us, especially on this project. So once you open the daily log, you'll see a plus arrow down at the bottom. You can click that. It gives you a couple of different options for the different logs that you can create. One that I think that would be great for the field techs to get comfortable in using would be the notes. So say every day they've finished up their install, they come in, they open up the notes log, and then you have the option to take a picture with the camera, upload photos that you've already taken, or any files which are probably less used. They can put in their comments as to what went on, how much time it took them, whatever issues that they fell into. So if it is an issue, they can open this box and it'll automatically go into a issue category that can be easily viewed by management on the other side. Go ahead and put in some comments here, say it was an issue, and then hit create. And it automatically goes in here, and then you'll click complete day. This will say, I, so-and-so, acknowledge that the information in this report is accurate, complete, and distribute, and then that'll send out an email blast to everybody that's included in this project. That way, it cuts out the middleman of having to communicate between 3 different people. It'll automatically send the report to whoever's involved, and they can see what exactly happened that day. That I think would be very beneficial would be the equipment log, the deliveries log, and the inspections log. So whenever we receive equipment on site, you could log in what the equipment was, the cost code for it, and whatever comments. Really what I'd use this mostly for is to just state whatever equipment we have on site, take a picture of it, showing where it was located and left, so that way when we return to site we can go and easily find it. We know where it should be, and we'll know if somebody else had moved it or things of that nature. Another great log would be the deliveries. Again, this is when we are delivering to site. We can go ahead and take a picture of it as it has arrived at site. The tracking number, if this was a direct to site delivery, we can put that information in, what was included in delivery, what time the delivery was arrived, and any comments related to that delivery. And finally, inspections. Inspections could be either a safety audit, it could be us inspecting the material as it has arrived, inspecting the material as delivered, anything to note that just says that we put our hands on it, we saw it, this is how it was left, and helps document site conditions. So that way, if there's ever anything that comes back, we have this information loaded in, and it's all in one easy to find place that we can reference. The next tool I'd like to show you is the documents tool. This is where you can house all your safety documents, your JHAs, anything that you have to have accessible on the field if asked by QC or any of the safety teams on site. would easily be accessed through this safety folder. All you got to do is click it, and there your documents would be, and you just click on the corresponding one that you need to pull up for that day. The other part about this project in particular, because all the drawings are linked with the mainstream project, meaning that it's automatically uploading every drawing that Nova Nordisk puts in and IPS puts into their system, I've went ahead and separated the drawings and specifications as approved for what we procured and what we are working off of for easy access, and so you don't have to go through 100 different drawings to find out which one is the current drawing that we referenced. You can go here, you'll see that you have B14 drawings that you'll be able to open up, and it'll automatically open the full set of drawings, Bulletin 25 drawings, and the specifications if you ever needed these. If you did want to go into the regular drawings, you'll see once you click the drawings, you'll just want to make sure that you are going to the correct building, seeing there's a number of different sites on this project. So in this instance, it would be FB1. You'd want to open that up, and then you'll see that all the drawings are available here as current. And these are all the current drawings that have been uploaded by IPS's system. If at bare minimum, the only thing that we can get the guys to do, the camera tool, the easiest way to do things, you click the camera, you take the picture, they can draw on it, they can leave notes, they can do however anything that they think is pertinent, and then upload it. At least then we have something that we can go back and reference, especially say at the end of the day when they're leaving site or at the end of the project. We want these photos so that way if anything happens down the line, we can say that this was how we left the site, this is how we left the door. One other note is that I know that this can be overwhelming with all the different tools and options. What's nice is that I will be able to set up permissions per person so that the only tools that they will see are the tools that they have access to. So for field techs, they'll come in here, they'll only see the camera, the documents, the drawings, and the daily log. That way it keeps it nice, simple, easy to use, and is just a quick way for us to be able to keep everything in track and also help benefit them to where they don't have to remember all the things that happened throughout the day that they need to communicate to the management team. They can just log it in here as they end their day.